Nice.
You could travel the world, but nothing comes close to the Golden Coast. Once you party with us, you'll be falling in love. California girls were unforgettable. Daisy Dukes, bikinis on top. Sun-kissed skin so hot, will melt your popsicle.
From the screen to the ring to the
Hey, it's Freak Bob.
Today we're breaking down the rotary engine, also known as the Wonkel engine, and how it works from the inside up.
We'll cover its key parts, how the combustion process works, the role of the spark plugs, exhaust system, carburetor, and what makes this engine so different from the traditional piston engine.
Let's start with the main parts of a rotary engine. First, there's the rotor, a triangle-shaped part with curved sides. It acts like a piston, but instead of moving up and down, it rotates inside a chamber.
That chamber is called the rotor housing. It's shaped like an oval, or more specifically, a trochoid. This is where the combustion cycle happens. In the center, there's the eccentric shaft, similar to a crankshaft in a piston engine. It turns with the motion of the rotor and sends power to the drivetrain. At each corner of the rotor, you'll find apex seals. These are crucial for keeping each combustion chamber sealed off as the rotor spins. The engine also uses ports: an intake port to let in air and fuel, and an exhaust port to let burnt gases out. No valves, no camshafts, just ports and timing. In older rotary engines, like those found in classic Mazdas, fuel and air are mixed using a carburetor. The carburetor blends air and fuel at the right ratio before it enters the intake port. When the rotor passes by, it pulls that mixture into the chamber. Modern rotary engines use fuel injection. Now, let's walk through the combustion process, which happens as the rotor spins. Step 1. Intake. As the rotor moves, it creates a low-pressure area, drawing in the air-fuel mixture from the intake port. Step 2. Compression. The rotor continues spinning, and the space inside the chamber shrinks, compressing the mixture tightly. Step 3. Combustion. This is where the spark plugs come in. Rotary engines usually have 2 spark plugs per rotor housing, a leading spark plug, which fires first, and a trailing spark plug, which fires a moment later to fully ignite the mixture. The explosion pushes the rotor forward. Step 4. Exhaust. As the rotor continues, the spent gases are pushed out through the exhaust port, and the cycle begins again. So, how is a rotary engine different from a regular piston engine? Well, in a piston engine, you have cylinders, pistons moving up and down. valves opening and closing, a complex valvetrain, and timing system. But in a rotary engine, it's much simpler. No pistons, no valves, no camshafts, just rotors spinning inside a housing. Each rotor face completes all 4 strokes of the combustion cycle with fewer moving parts, resulting in smoother operation, higher revs, a lighter and more compact engine. Thank you for watching this. If you like electric cars, please reconsider your life choices. No offense to people that are my friends or teachers, Evan out.
PPAP